What is happening, everybody? MolecularNarwhal here with some Animal Crossing New Horizons. First time playing today on this account. Good evening, everyone. Right now in Isotopia, it's 8:35 p.m. on Tuesday, April 28th, 2020. There really isn't any news to speak of today. Hey, did anyone else watch that variety show on TV yesterday? The stand-up comedian they had was fantastic. I laughed for an hour straight. It was kind of painful. I love that face. Oh dear. There you go again, prattling on about my personal TV habits. Sorry, folks. And with that, I'll get back to work, supporting you and your enjoyment of our island. You better. Yo. Do 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 do. Alright, here you go. Oh, Red Laverne. He says me a lot of stuff. I guess send him more stuff. Next shopping, KK House. Label. Think that day. Oh yes, the tickets. Of course. The horses, of course. Holy cow! I'm gonna sell all these flowers. I don't want to replant them. I'll use that one of these days, maybe. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. We need to grab that. Actually, I must pick that up outside. Oh well. I'll just sell. I'll hold on to this fruit for planting purposes. I'll sell all these flowers, even though they won't be worth squat dilly. KK House. Oh, nice. This is the one Bianca listens to. See that one. I don't know if that's what was just playing or not, but that's what's playing now. Oh, we got change. F. Very important. Probably gonna be a short one today. Pretty tired. Get changed. Let's see. I don't know if I have the slacks for, see if we can go as a doctor. Most doctors will just wear, like, either these or these. Of course, you could wear white slacks and match, but most doctors wouldn't do that. They would probably wear that. I don't have, like, a doctor's hat or anything. You know? I have that. Scholar's hat. I'm not sure. I don't think I have a hat that will work for it. That's fine. Do I have a jacket that will go better with these? Okay, I just have two of both of those, so. I really like the horn rimmed glasses on a doctor. I have stuff in my. Oh, okay, that sounds good. If you open up, I'll come soon. Not a monocle. I think the rimmed glasses make sense for the doctor. I like those ones. Well, actually, yeah, let's go with those. I like that they match my hair, even though that doesn't really make sense necessarily. And doctor would probably just wear business shoes most of the time. Depends what they do, but if I have better. Might wear those. slacks are a little grayish. And most doctors are just gonna wear a dress shoe though. I wonder if I do have the other pair. Wait. Not of slacks, they're of like dress pants. So there. Right there. Yeah, I don't have nothing there. Alright, there you go. We're a doctor. Boom. Nailed it. Alright, let's go to Red's Island since he has Celeste. Did you ever get your turnip prices up? I don't know why mine said that's 55. I entered them when I got home, and only sometimes the OneNote update's weird. Sometimes it doesn't save everything that you enter. I entered like 55, but only saved the 5. It's kind of weird. But I fixed it. Luckily, I'm tracking on the one app right now too. I mean, at least the 5, I would have known it was a 50, and that would have got in the ballpark. So. Let's see. One fly. This one. Yeah, online play. Oh my god, this is gonna be a multiple coffees day, I think. Oops. Man, that takes a long time. Oh, Dodo Zoo. Alright, I'm coming to see about your COVID cases. We'll be making a water landing, but that's okay because this is a seaplane. I flew in a seaplane once, and you know what? The water landing is much smoother than a runway landing, in my opinion. Not bad at all. And the takeoff is too. Of course, it's a much smaller plane as well. Which they take off and land much smoother than jumbo planes. My inventory is very full. You need some mums, Red? Sturgis is good tonight. Who too? I almost forgot. I came across a recipe for an astronomical project in a book and jotted it down. I would like you to have it. Do let me know if you try building it. Would you? No. Spend the rest of the night. Alright. Shouldn't tell me what it was. Lunar lander. Crap, I thought maybe I'd get the rocket. We'd get that back. I was gonna be like, I'll get the rocket, and then just like, oh, you're a doctor too. Nice. We're matching doctors. Thought maybe I'd get the rocket and then just hightail it off the island. Like, gotta get out before it kills me. Ooh, I don't know if I have this. Pretty good. Let's see.
Yeah, I didn't get the rocket either.
Why is my A button not working? Think. Wood burning stove. Do I have one of these? Hope you don't want this wood burning stove. Okay.
Actually, I think I got like 2 of them.
This is a thing that this app I use. It seems to not handle hyphens well.
Yeah, noticed that.
Because the game will always organize hyphens before non-hyphenated things.
Which, oddly enough, my work organizes things like that.
Well, technically, it just depends. Some alphabetizing systems ignore punctuation, and some say punctuation is first, right? So the app ignores it.
Alphabetization that my work uses puts names with like, I think it's I forget which one. It's messed up. It's like MAC, the ones with like MAC for like a last name, or MC will be first,
like
and
McJagger.
then go into the normal like M's, right? Like super weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So if the last
if your name was McMuffin,
you'll be in first before someone like Maynard, you'll be in a section just before, and then it goes. I don't know why. It's super weird.
So potentially, okay, if your name was crap, I can't think. So they ignore the MC basically.
No, like you'll still be put before.
You'll be in the M's.
But it'll be just before.
You'll be put before the M's.
So if you're like McDonald or McDowell,
Jesus.
Or, whatever, like you're before the M's.
So the first M's are all the mix. That's
right.
Silly.
Exactly. 100% agree with you.
So they're almost saying Mick is like the or something like that, or it's like starting your
it's
name.
Almost like the M counts, but like the C is like it's almost like the C is
like
a hyphen or something.
Abbreviation
yeah,
or
like,
the C's C's like a hyphen.
A letter. It's like a character.
That's interesting.
Before, yeah, right.
I wonder if there's a reason for that, or if they're just stupid.
I'm inclined to think they're stupid, but that's.
Yeah, I mean it's okay. It
Right.
says menial thing really, but it's just like what? Why?
That makes you question like who's.
Yeah, who decided this?
Yeah, who's put in charge of this? 'Cause I don't know if it's like maybe it's an old, maybe it's something I don't know. Maybe it's an old school alphabetization thing, from like the 20s or something like that that we just don't use. Since
May
like
1st
the 30s.
is May Day.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
We're giving you a special travel ticket as a gift. Swing by Resident Services between May 1st and 7th to get it. May Day.
yeah, so there's
There's going to be a travel
there's like
ticket.
this island. It's a special island that you can go to, and you can only go to it the one time. So you get the one ticket, and you go to it. But it'll be between May 1st and May 7th, so it should be pretty cool. But it's they're letting us know quite a bit ahead of time, which is good because some people don't play every day. Some people don't play every week, so let's.
True, it gives you a week, right? So
you can get in.
my schedule for tonight is packed. There's a monster movie on TV, video games to play, music to blast. It might just be an all-nighter. You sound like somebody who's locked in from Corona. You jerk. All right. Oh, let's go to the Able Sisters before we do this other stuff. I'm playing so late because life. Jump.
I didn't play a whole lot today.
I didn't get up till 7 and then didn't get done eating dinner until like 8:30 because Jessica was running
Couple
behind.
naps. I got up way too early today.
Okay. Couple.
Because I got up at like.
Nice.
No, it was before 8, so I got like basically 5 hours or less than 5 hours. The kids were out fighting, so I had to get up and yell at them, and then.
So we come by today. I made a new pattern fabric for you. Here you go. Thank you. Give it to me.
I was just tired. So I slept for a couple hours.
Have you met our other sister Label yet? She comes to the island from time to time. She's got big dreams, sometimes too big, if you know what I mean. But I think you like her. She'll be a little shy around strangers, but I know this is not a problem for you. That was creepy. Let's see.
I have it's one of those days where I just could not recover from that waking up too early. So like, I laid down for like an hour on the couch, and then like the kids would play outside for a while, so we had them come in, take a nap, and like we actually took like a 2-hour nap, and then like I fell asleep after dinner. Like I just could not recuperate from it. I'm getting up good now, but it just took all day.
Well, I feel kind of tired today, but
also it was raining today, so that really like
sorry.
that's I think why I fell asleep after.
We had big storms here for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
But it was while I was asleep. Woke me up at one point. It was thundering so loud.
We didn't have thunder. We just got like one of those storms where it's like a real slow, like large drop, like rain, like just real.
Yeah, we had like severe thunderstorms. We had like high winds and hail and all that. Yeah. Had a good old Oklahoma early tornado time storm. Just a practice storm.
Yeah. Or did you guys have a real one the other week?
We did as
the area.
No, we had another series of severe storms a few nights ago or a week ago, I think. I don't remember. I was also
still practicing for the real like June,
yeah,
July
those are nothing.
heavy.
Yeah, dude. There was one day last year where it straight up like serious storm for, I swear to God, like almost 2 weeks straight. Like everything was flooded. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And they were saying it was like the longest like storm they'd ever had. Like it broke to like sprinkle a couple times. Like it was like some serious amounts of storming. It was awesome. Like I loved it, but until about a week when it got towards the end, it started getting kind of hard to drive to work because stuff was like really flooded. Yeah, it was getting challenging. And I only dropped my work's only 8 minutes away, and the two roads are pretty trafficked roads, and there were still a couple of places where I was like, "This is
never had that
sketchy stuff."
Like it'll rain pretty good sometimes, but we don't get like. I mean, there's areas. There's a couple of cities that get kind of flooded, but like where I live, it's all sand, so we don't get that problem. What we get is the winter issues. Like, there could be times where you might work 8 minutes away, but if you got 2 feet of snow to drive through one day. And your work's like, yeah, we'll still stay open. You're like, what?
One of our
4-wheel drive.
One of our big downtown areas in Tulsa is by the Arkansas River, so it flooded all kinds of stuff. Obviously, so bad that even the biggest casino here closed for that one as well. So actually, the biggest casino here has been closed multiple times over the last year approximately, from Corona and from flooding.
Our casinos.
So they're probably feeling rough.
Casinos around here feeling rough. We got a lot.
There's
so many casinos in Michigan now, and they're all
They do really good in Oklahoma. But this one casino that's really big, they do really well, but they've had a lot of downtime this year. But literally both times, last time and this time, they say they're going to continue paying all their employees in full during the...
They got money, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, those are some of the few businesses I'm pretty sure don't have a lot of outstanding loans. You know, like they got usually when they're building from the profits of another one, and then it's just all
exactly.
It's money, man, money, and that stuff.
I could say based on family knowledge that the people who support them as VIPs don't stop paying as VIPs just because it's closed either, surprisingly.
Yeah.
They'll keep supporting because they just, they love the casino.
It's crazy.
And of course, when it gets up and running, they give you, thank you gifts and stuff for continuing to support them.
Yeah,
when they're closed.
They comp you a couple nights.
Yeah.
Dinners,
they give you some good gifts, but they definitely come out on top from it. But you get some nice stuff.
I can only imagine because, to be honest, I had one summer where me and a bunch of buddies were going to the casino a lot, and we were coming out ahead quite often actually. But we went a lot to the casino, and and we're not even high rolling, I mean, we're going there with maybe $200-300 max each. I mean, so it's not much, but even at that, the regular amount of stuff that you acquire points wise on your cards and all the other things we were getting offered some stuff, I mean, we were getting comp some meals, but I think at one point we were kind of losing one night, and they noticed, and they're like, yeah, you guys can just stay for the. I mean, we're like I said, we weren't even high VIP people, nothing like that. And so I mean, I can only imagine the people that are spending thousands there, how they're being treated. They're being treated like kings
Right.
and queens, I'm sure.
Yeah, Jessica's grandparents, the way, like they're like they're like diamond members or something. Every night, both of them they get a meal comp so they can eat wherever they want in the casino for free. And then some nights like free is not the right word, right? But, and then some nights they get like they can, yeah, exactly. And some nights they'll have like twice a week, I think, a Saturday and then one other random day. They'll have like a full like there's a buffet in the casino, right? But they'll have like a full like premium like catered buffet, and they say it'll be like filet and lobster and stuff like that. Like absurd, like and the buffet, the casino's
like
not bad.
They actually copy stuff. It's because otherwise they wouldn't be able to get away with the amount of money that they take from people. Like it's their way of like legally being able to be like, well, technically we're giving them like they're getting services and they're getting their money back.
They're getting stuff.
Yeah, because otherwise it just shows you how much profit they're actually making off it. You go there with $300 and you're leaving with nothing. Like, you know, they got to be able to say like, well, we gave them a $50 worth of meal. We gave them, you know, like, so we only made $200, not $300. You know, like.
My store has nice stuff again today. A hammock, there's gears, which we can make.
I just got it.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Look, isn't this weird? They're selling the gears, but I think we can make the gears. Can't we? Are they going to start selling DIYs?
Oh, right? No. All right, let me see. Do I have gears?
Gears isn't even an option in this app.
Maybe we can't make gears.
I think I have gears. I've already purchased gears before. I already own them. Somebody gave me a gear, I think, at one point. That's why. I think one of my villagers gave me. But I think we can make them. We can. Yes, it's awesome, right? You want one of those? I already have an idea with that. So yeah, I'm gonna make a basketball court. Obviously, that's pretty cool. I thought that was awesome. Yeah, look. Golden gears.
Oh, that was the one. Yeah, that you got, the golden gears. Okay, so you probably need gears to make golden gears. So.
Okay, but I think I do have a gear already somewhere, so that's okay. No, you don't. You need iron and gold. I bet gears is a DIY. Like, I swear. Maybe not, though. Let's see. Gears DIY. Animal. Okay, all that shows up is golden gears DIY, so there you go. Wow. Okay. Okay, I am going to buy this basketball hoop, though, because it's pretty cool. My store's been having been crushing it lately.
I had another antique item today. What was let's see, it was an antique something.
Basketball hoop.
It's an antique console table, so it's like a 2x1, like the taller. It's basically the table you'd put up against the wall and you might put your TV or something on it, but it's an antique.
Oh, nice.
Like with a single drawer, you know?
Yeah.
Oil lamp. 17,000. I don't think I paid that much for it.
Toy box. Do I have a toy box?
Starting to get a lot of the antique set, which is really cool.
Nice. Okay, the store definitely. I was worried we were like already running out of variety of stuff somehow, but there's definitely all kinds of stuff that we just were for some reason getting the same stuff a couple of days.
Yeah, the old before the upgrade, it was like nothing but the same stuff for like a while.
Maybe the rolling for stuff. Maybe it was limited the inventory you could get.
In the beginning,
it could be. Just seems weird.
I saw like a tweet from the Animal Crossing thing. It does seem like you have to have a certain amount of stuff donated in order to like get triggered for the art thing.
So there may have been a requirement,
but we were already like 5 away.
And we had over half the museum done at that point. We had the fossils almost done, and the fish and bugs probably collectively half done.
Fossils. So yeah, so we probably triggered it like 20 fossils ago. You know?
Yes. I wonder what I bet the guide will say what the trigger point is.
Can't wait for that.
That'll be interesting to see.
It's not gonna come for like ever. I'm trying to catch a clownfish all day for Asher, and I have not been able to get
Really? They're really small.
I know.
Maybe, yeah. What the heck is that sound?
Seahorses.
Is that your sound? Oh, they have like a cuckoo clock in here, don't they? Jesus, what the heck is that? Oh, it's like a grandfather clock sitting on the... Jesus, dude. It's like the bells of my death were tolling there. They're like clocks started
chiming,
dinging that, chiming the hour, and it was a loud. Holy cow! That could
You'd
give
think you
you
wouldn't get used to that, but we had to live with my great grandmother for a summer while their house was being built, and she had an old grandfather clock, like the big tall, pull, set the chains so it all, like the old school, and that thing chimed every hour on the hour. You'd think you wouldn't get used to it, but you do. It's actually almost like soothing once you get used to it. Like, now I actually really like
okay, so you say that, but all right, Jessica's grandparents, who I stayed with for like a month, right, when we were moving, they collect grandfather clocks and cuckoo clocks.
Of them going off. That's ridiculous.
Okay, they collect them, and there will be like 16 working at any given time.
That's true.
And my God, the first time they went off at like 11. Holy freaking cow! It was the worst. I was sure I was gonna die.
No, like one. You just need one.
It was a little frightening, honestly. Like it was creepy.
Like the only nice thing with
one
is
is fine.
Scare the crap out of some burglar if they ever go in their house and be like, hit some midnight number, just like, dude, what the shit? Is this their alarm? Some alarm system from 1922.
They're very nice clocks that they have. I mean, her mom's her grandma's very much a posh.
But if you were collecting them, I would have them all running. I would.
I don't think they were all running
either.
I would
make sure that they worked, but I'd just have one that I wanted running.
Several of them were running, but like they wouldn't always all ding. So it made me think maybe some of them were like low battery and just sometimes. I don't know. It didn't.
Run off of anything like battery. It's all motion.
Oh yeah, it's all just gear work, isn't it? So yeah,
like the chains, the weights basically are what run the thing, and like every so often you have to reset the chains, and then it just works out that way.
Well, I don't know how much of it was. I'm sure they were most of them pretty authentic, traditional with the way they are. Yeah, it would have been nice.
Hey, where are you going, balloon? It's a yellow balloon, so it must be money. Right?
Stuff. That's what they say. What's this game for you? Okay, let's fix this river now that we're at it. Although I do like being able to jump it.
Yeah, you can fix the river. A drum set?
You can...
Hey, that's cool.
That'd be pretty cool. I have an electric guitar and a piano. You could almost make like a band. Of course, a grand piano may not quite go with an electric. Although, you'll see some bands that are like rock bands have grand pianos up on stage and stuff.
Some of
just because it's cool.
Ones with really intricate music usually have like a keyboard or grand piano or something where they play some.
Well, keyboard, yeah. Lots of bands have keyboard, right? But you rarely see a grand piano on stage. But there is some bands who will get a grand piano put up on a stage for their concert. I mean, a grand piano is a feat to move, so. And every time you move a grand piano, you got to retune it and stuff. So, good luck. But bands do it. Well, except the keyboard. That's why it's just easiest to take. But a keyboard's not as cool looking. A lot of bands will take up those little. They're not grand pianos. They're like the compact pianos,
Yeah,
which are less hard to move, of course.
We had a piano at our house for a while. My sister was.
I don't know what you call those, but like a band teacher piano, basically.
Like upright.
That's what I call it. Yeah, upright. There you go.
Band teacher piano. This thing's really so rough too.
I feel like that's mostly who you see play on as band teachers.
They're always rough looking because everybody's abused them for like 25 years.
Yes. Because every time the teacher walks out, 100 people run out and pound on it.
Everyone's gonna show off they know how to do chapsticks like there's some kind of candy.
I would play Zelda's Lullaby. What the heck are those shoes?
Trying to get clownfish. Give me some fish. Holy shit. when I get small fish, it's like a stone or a seahorse, and I want to punch the fish in the face.
Maybe it's slightly bigger than the seahorse, or is it the same
small
size?
ones. I don't know which one. I'm throwing them at the really really tiny, and then the just tiny.
Yes. I got a power suit from the Able sisters and power boots from him. The unfortunate part is I bought the red power suit and he's selling the blue power boots. God, what the F? Why would you do this to me, Kicks? His power boots are kind of cool, but
like green bag.
I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, that's kind of nice. Square backpack.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool.
This is what this game becomes when you're trying to complete the catalog. You
just buying everything.
Sit here clicking through everything. If they made a buy all, nice. Dude, I would just do. I would don't even care if they let you select. If they just said buy all, I'd do that every time. Just to bring me sweet release. Oh, good. Oh, god dang it. And if you stop talking to him, it's the worst.
Yep. So it's an extra 2 dialogue steps.
Travel pouch. No. Sorry, chum. I like how when I'm talking to him, I'll use his dialogue. Call him chum. How you like this, you skunk? You stinky.
So I just had my the mule learn all the DIYs because there is. There's a mile thing for it too if they learn it more and more DIYs.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. I'm still like I acquire miles at a much faster rate than my mule. Of course, I'm not playing on the mule, but
yeah, and now the ones you're hitting.
I guess these later ones are worth a lot. Like all hers are worth like 300 or 500.
42,000 right now. So I'm sitting pretty good at miles. Yeah.
On you? Oh, okay, not on your.
No, the mule's sitting at
I'm like
3.
I don't know why I'm at 20 something.
They got in the pockets.
I'll be ready to visit a few islands for my next empty spot at least. Although I might not go hog wild on it. I might wait and see if I get a couple campers or something.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm debating, especially if it's not going to fill right away. Like if that seems to be the thing. Like if it's not going to fill overnight, then I don't want to be super rushed about it.
Looks like it's time for Bianca's house to move. Oh no, I'm not ready for her house to move, am I?
What you do?
We've almost got everybody moved. It's looking like it's intentional now.
And then you just gotta you're moving your shops over, or are they?
Yeah, they're gonna move. They're gonna move. I have to decide. Now the problem is, I think my player house has to move before Bianca. So I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, and I just upgrade her house today too, so she's not gonna be. I guess I can move Buck's house.
I love it.
Lab experience that I've gotten that a million times.
Love when the balloon pops up right in your face.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got that. I've seen the lab experience.
I had so many of those. I don't know if there's different colors. Maybe I should check it. I'm just gonna put it in my storage anyway. I could have like 5 of those in my lab.
That's true. It depends on it. How you end up designing it and then there. Wouldn't hurt to.
I haven't noticed different colors of them. Yeah. I don't know if I could even tell if that was a different color. In it all goes. Might not wear any of it, but
that's not what's important.
Might as well have it. That's right.
You got millions of dollars. You just buy clothes to buy clothes, right?
That's right.
Which is so funny because if I was like super rich, I'd still be wearing the exact same type of just hoodies and sweatpants around the house. I might have a few more pair when I find a good one. At that point, if I got that kind of money, like oh, this is like the comfiest pair of sweatpants I've ever had, I might buy like 20 of them just so I don't ever have to buy one again. But that might, that'd be what's different.
Yes, because expensive clothes aren't comfortable usually. I feel
they really aren't,
in my opinion. They're to look good, not to feel good. Beauty is painful.
Obviously, you'd have to have, if you had that much money, you're probably in certain circles, you'd have to have some clothes. dress up. But then I'd go out and get like custom tailored for a suit and stuff because I've never owned a really nice like fitted, comfy suit.
I don't know. I got a couple suits and I can tell you it's overrated. But I don't know. The one I have is really nice. The other, I have this one jacket. It's pretty comfortable, but boy, it's hot. Oof. Buck, are you thinking about leaving yet? Little jewel beetle. Get killed by my star-shaped net that is not built to capture bugs, obviously. Alright. So, it is so hot in here right now. Speaking of being hot. There's nothing in this pond, I swear to God. I swear. Okay, so Buck's house is going to go right here. So we should move Buck because I don't think we're going to be able to move Bianca until tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Fudge. Because tomorrow we're going to have to move her house. Let's see. So we are actually going to get slightly inconvenienced by a few things here. That sucks. Wait, do I have money? Yeah, okay. Something else I want to do is figure out this path. I don't like that that doesn't meet. We might have to change that. What is this supposed to be? I think brick. Let's see. What am I looking for? Yeah, okay, so this is supposed to be wood. So we have to do this across to make sure that we have this other bridge at the right spot. Of course. It's gonna go roughly measure out so I know what to dig up. If I dig up everything in my path, there's going to be a lot of stuff in my path down here. And we're going to be digging for a long freaking time.
What do you...
Jeez.
Yeah, there's stuff. A lot of flowers in the way.
Yeah, I can't even see that. I have to destroy several rocks already, I've seen.
Just like it.
Alright, so this bridge needs to go right here. And the other bridge. Okay, so good thing I checked.
Yeah, that little...
Off.
What's that?
That I put down a long time ago as a guesstimation, so it's okay. I suspected it was off. It didn't seem quite right. Alright, there you go. That's where the bridge needs to go. Before we forget, let's go move Buck's house. Come here, Buck. You stupid horse. I hope this doesn't count as an interaction. That's why I was kind of holding off on his house.
Oh, yeah. Hoping that he'd just be moving at that point.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping this. I mean, I'm going to converse with him. Sort of. Let's talk in Fisher. Layout. Okay, I guess I don't have to lose that much time because I can move my house tomorrow while I wait to move. Wait, no. Can you move a player house and... Probably not. I don't know. Well, can you move a player house and a animal's house? I only have one more. I only have to move Bianca's house after this, but I can't move it because Marie Curie's house is in the way. And I can't move her house because I just upgraded today. Because I can't fit everything into her blooming house. She has the big room and the back room, and still 3 loads of turnips won't fit. I think if I got her upgraded pocket all the way, it might fit, but in her pockets at least. Not sure though. Of course, I have the DIYs in her house still. That's kind of annoying that they're taking up space.
Oh yeah, what was your turnip price for the evening?
55. It's really good.
Oh, for the evening?
Yeah, I think it's...
Oh, yeah, for the AM. I don't know if you do something good.
God dang it, it erased again. Are you serious?
Yeah, I noticed like earlier when I checked like way this morning you had like a 5.
Ugh.
Like nothing weird.
Yeah, the AM one saved as a 5, and obviously I had typed it in. It was in my turnip tracker on my phone, luckily, so I was able to. It doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you know it was a 50 something, you ballparked it enough. But yeah, it's 55. I had in the.
Yeah, because we're not.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Track really anymore now. It's just,
okay, this one I didn't write down in my phone, so. I was saying the OneNote seems to have some problems with. Sometimes it forgets stuff.
I've had that with my phone one before. Like even typing out longer things. Like I've made a habit of like after typing stuff, I'll like hit enter and then even if it adds another line and then back up to it or go into a different page and then come back and then I don't know. It's like like,
sometimes you can do stuff too fast for it. Like let's see. Oh, there you go, 91. So let's see what the app says I'm supposed to get now. The app says most likely I'm going to be on one small spike. 25% chance that I'm on this one small spike. So the app is pretty sure that my best price will be sometime between Wednesday PM and Thursday PM. That would go in line with a lot of stuff we've seen, actually. We kind of said Thursday seemed like the best day, didn't we?
Mine will be between like Thursday AM and Saturday, depending on which one.
See how accurate. But the app says the most I can get is 189.
Yeah, the most I can get is either Friday AM or Friday PM, like a 200. The highest I can get.
I mean, I'll sell for 189 if it means I can just not travel 4 times.
And that small difference isn't going to make, like, if yours is 189 and mine's like 170 something, like, I'm just going to sell at my 170 something.
Yeah. At this point, I don't care anymore. That much
unless, like, you randomly
it's
had
fine.
a 500 tomorrow. Like that.
Yeah, that kind of price, then yes,
like
it's worth
anything
it.
under 200, like, I'm not, like, super, obviously, as long as I'm making money and selling it, why at this point. Not worried about the whole, like, get on now. This is like, it's 500, wake up. Oh, you lost.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not even like gonna bother staying awake to see prices at this point. Like if it's so high that I would have loved it, then
yeah. Like we're at the point.
I mean, if I'm around and it's high, I'm coming. But
like super.
Yeah.
Really
I think like right now, if I don't invest anything else, I have enough to pay Marie Curie's house off and then start my next mule.
Yeah, you probably do. I've got
but that's gonna be a little
basement being made now in my mule, and
actually I need to start my next mule soon because it's impacting my structure. I guess I'll have to make the districts for the other mules too soon. These coconut trees are gonna have to go at some point. I wonder how mad they're. I should go see the town rating and see if they're like, there's no trees.
Right. Now they're saying there's too little trees. The other day said there was a damn forest, so I cut half it down, sold it to the logging companies, and now you guys are calling me evil. I don't understand.
exactly how society is.
Really.
Too. They say they want something, and then they blame you for doing it.
100%.
There's a lot of examples of that in history.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. I like that. The Corona, one of the guys at work sent me that.
Celebrity.
Which I thought was so funny. Celebrities complaining about how Corona has an impact on them. This is the kind of time, I know their intention is to, like, I don't know. It's a mixed bag, right? Some of the celebrities are doing it as a chance for PR, right?
Some of them are doing it for content.
To make themselves look like they care.
Some
of them are doing it because they want to make an impact. I'm sure there's got to be some famous people out there who want to make a positive impact on the world. Surely, I mean, I'm sure of it.
I'm pretty sure people like The Rock are actually trying to, help entertain and keep people's minds off of it. Even though they understand, like, they're not really in the same boat. Like, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, their jobs and living are being impacted. So yeah, I mean, they might not make a couple $1 million this year. I mean, sure.
Like the people who are saying you can do it and are being supportive, I don't mind that. It's the ones who are saying we're right there with you guys. This is so hard. It's so painful, like, and we're like, you're not right there with anybody. You're not there with anyone. You don't know anything. You have no idea. I mean.
They really don't. That's the thing.
They go the egg.
You
don't have to go to work, and your house is bigger than some people's towns.
I love the ones that like totally understand that like it's hardly impacted their life at all. Like Kevin Smith, it's not impacted him at all. He's for the most part been kind of a loner. I mean, it's impacted him in terms of like can't go out filming or anything, but he still works on his stuff. Like
you can't work, you get bored maybe a little bit.
The first draft to a script he's been wanting to write for a while for the second Mallrats movie. So I mean, like he did
that's awesome.
He finished the first draft of that, and he knows he lives in a cush life because he's like, check this out. He's like, I ran out of pot last night, so he calls up his buddy. And he's like, he's videotaping the whole thing. And he's like, and look at this! So, like over the mountain comes this drone, and the drone lands on his porch, and it's got tubes of like the stuff he ordered, and he takes the pot off there, and then off the drone goes. Like he gets like drone delivered, weed. It's so funny. It's cracking me up.
Wow. See,
like, he understands. Like he's not in anyone's same boat. He still has like the cush life. He doesn't have to worry about it.
And I understand it can suck. Everybody's situation is different, right? Like everybody can. What sucks is different in everybody's eyes, right? Like I mean. But like, okay, in school when we're learning about counseling patients and stuff like that, we learn about the psychology, the science of sympathy versus empathy. And the general science behind that is nobody likes sympathy, but people want empathy. They want you to say that you appreciate how they feel and you they want you to say that, God, it's such a complicated thought. They want to know that you're attempting to understand, but they don't want to hear that you relate to it. Nobody wants to hear when they have something going on that, oh, I've gone through that too. Like, they don't want to hear that. You think they do, but it is not what anybody wants to hear in that. Like, because you're like patients will be like, oh man, this my disease is so hard. They do not want you to say in that moment, oh yeah, I have it too, it's rough, because you're like minimizing what they're going through. They want to just tell you, and you say, yeah, that sounds hard. Is there maybe you can tell me more about that? Or is there something I could do to help? They want you to be helpful and listening, not sympathetic. As soon as you start saying, me, this is what I go through, you've lost your audience at that point. Like, you're no longer helping them.
Right.
And that's what these celebrities are doing. If they want to be empathetic, that's good. If they want to say, hey, we know you guys are having a hard time, we're going to try to be there for you and stuff like that, hey, cool. But if they're saying, like, the Ellen one where she's like, guys, I just don't know if I can make it. Like, oh, screw off. Yeah, it's like jail.
Mansion. It's like, you're just so full.
The living room she's sitting in is bigger than my house.
It's like a side room.
Like,
exactly. She's like, we'll just film it.
It's like her foyer or something like that. And it's bigger than my house. Like, and hey, I am not knocking her for I mean, she's successful. Good for her. But I mean, get off your high horse, lady. Jesus. I am all for people making more money than me. That is fine with me. But do not act like you're okay. I guess I don't blame them for doing what they're doing. It's stupid. But what I do blame is the people in society who are actually like, oh, aren't they amazing?
Yeah.
Like, let's stop idolizing. We should not. I mean, I think this is a thing a lot of people know, but it's scary how many people don't. But you should not put anyone on a pedestal, whether they're in your life or not. Like, everybody sucks in their own way, and everybody's great in their own way. Like,
everybody's got skeletons in their closets and got things going on. Like, nobody's perfect out there. Even Terry Crews, he's admitted, several times, but he makes that part of who he is like, as like a Christian and as a man, like he understands he had an issue with like pornography for a long time, and even to the point of like basically cheating on his wife at some of those like massage parlor places, but then like came clean and worked through it. But yeah, nobody wants to hear, like you said, nobody wants to hear like, oh yeah, I've done that, or oh yeah, like for example, I had a couple of associates. We had new hires last year, and they should never have been hired to begin with, because they showed signs of some of the stuff beforehand. But they basically had like their first day, like literally two people, first day on the job had like basically mental breakdowns. Like had to go like to the like mental hospital like to get help. Like I mean, like legit mental breakdown. Like they were having like literally when they were. Like I think one of them was in a manic episode when being interviewed, so I don't know why they hired him. Like I think he even admitted during the interview that he had like a manic. It's like, dude, like that's not good. So like first day he's on the job, he comes up to me and he's like, I think I gotta leave. Like I'm freaking out and blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, totally, I get it. Like it's I mean like what if like
kill all this?
Yeah, it's like well, it's like I want like he's like I don't know, should I just quit? And I'm like that's up to you. Like I just want you to know that like. We're willing to do whatever we have to do to like work with you, and like whatever whatever you feel is best for you. But I don't want you to feel forced to work or forced to quit. Whatever you want to do. Like
I have like obligations to anyone there.
Like oh, I got a family history of like mental illnesses, so like I totally get it. Like no, I just like no, whatever we gotta do for you. Like let me know and we'll do that for you. But if you gotta leave right now, like leave. Like that's fine. Like that's like you're not gonna get in trouble for it. Like you have to leave. Like I get it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what people want to hear.
That's something really hard for people to understand. It's a hard concept to understand. You think people want sympathy. They do not. They want empathy. Sympathy is not a helpful, like, if you immediately say, oh, yeah, I understand. This is something I've gone through. That you're automatically off the tracks.
I use empathy as a weapon.
Right.
So when someone is trying to get out of doing something, or they're whining to me about wanting to go home early because their stomach doesn't feel good, I'm like, yeah, totally. I've been to the bathroom 4 times a day myself because IBS. So why don't you just keep working? And you can go to the bathroom. I'm not telling you not to go to the bathroom, but
right, yeah, exactly. See, sympathy it's better as a weapon than it.
If you're throwing up, go home. But if it's just stomach problems, like suck it up, Buttercup.
Yes, deal with it. Yeah.
We all got problems. When they try to make their day, like I hate it when people come into work too and they try to make it seem like, yesterday, just my stomach all day, just I'm like, yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
You know what? No, I can't. Okay, there's several pharmacists in my industry, just due to how our work environment is, that if their stomach hurts, they will just. I can't say this. Never mind. I'm done. I'll tell you later.
I've heard from my diet.
But if you go into a retail pharmacy sometime, just walk behind the counter. I don't know how you're gonna get behind the counter. Don't do that. You'll probably get shot. You'll be surprised how many pharmacists are packing. And just walk behind the counter and just pat the pharmacist on the rear end and just see how cushioned it feels.
Yeah. A lot of medical people.
Yeah, he'll be scared. How full it feels too.
I mean,
this is a big thing. Actually, the Chicago pharmacists sued the Board of Pharmacy in Illinois for not doing things to help them in that situation, and now there are some mandatory breaks for pharmacists.
There should be, because I mean, I was sort of wondered with them too, because I know, like, I've gone to places where like they work like long shifts and stuff, and Hold on a second. I think she wants to tell me something.
Okay, I think that's better without it rounded in the bridge. Now this needs some work. Nope, that's not it. That looks alright. I don't like this wood path very much. We're gonna have to change this at some point, but
yeah, like and I know doctors and nurses and stuff. They usually do, you know, especially during like surgeries and things, because you sometimes have to be in there for 10 straight hours. So I get it. You can't
oh yes, no, that's kind of a different
scenario, but to have it be forced upon like a place like a pharmacy where you have access to bathrooms, you're not currently in an emergency situation, like that's just unreal to be kind of like put.
And like the reason that happens is because, like, if you work at a Walgreens, like this would never happen at like a small mom and pop community pharmacy or anything like that. This happens at Walgreens and CVS and Target and I mean, like retail pharmacists are here. If I see a retail pharmacist, like I'll shake their hand because like, oh my god, they're like in the trenches in the pharmacy world. It's the pits. There's a reason I did not want to be a retail pharmacist.
The only one like on the shift at the time, so like it's not like they can just
walk
away.
They'll probably the only pharmacist there, so that if they leave, everything has to close. The techs can still be there working on stuff, but the doors have to, depending on the state, it's different. But you definitely cannot be handing drugs to people in any state if the pharmacist isn't there. So if you're at Walgreens or CVS, there's a rating system for the stores, and it's scripts per hour. So you're rated on how many scripts you put out per hour. Now, of course, if you're not getting scripts, you can't put out scripts, right? So that's not the other rating system is how many you've missed, and a missed script is one that's it's determined on a store by store basis, but it's like if you have a script, how long does it take to be ready to hand to a patient? So a patient comes into script. If you're in Chicago, your time limit is probably 30 minutes. It might be 15. Wow. If you get a script, that has to be ready to hand to a patient in 15 to 30 minutes, right? And every time you don't get that ready, it's one missed script, right? And then if you have like, depending on the pharmacy again, if you have like 3 in a day, you'll get a strike, and 3 strikes and you're gone. Dang. As a pharmacist, like, which I mean, our high-end professionals, like, I mean, they pay a lot to hire pharmacists, trust me, and they'll just fire you because and it's like, so in some of the really busy environments, they are so busy that, they're so busy that the pharmacist can't possibly, like, the quota goes up, like the requirement goes up the more busy you are.
That's insane.
You know, the more potential business you get, the more strict they are on it. So that's where you get like pharmacists who they can't close it because they will not meet their quota if they miss 5 minutes of work to go use the bathroom. And so they just won't, and they'll wear a diaper. And I always thought I would literally let them fire me before that.
That's like a main reason I would never be able to do that job, because there's no way I could.
Yeah, that would be absurd.
I mean, I could maybe do, you know, a day or two or a few, you know, they might have a good week where, I could probably hold stuff all day and not have any problems, but there's no way I could. There would be a day and a moment where that's not going to work out.
The day that I have to consider putting a diaper on to go to work is the day I quit that job.
100%.
Like, there's no job I need that enough for that. Like, it's fine. There's a lot of pharmacist jobs out there, luckily, so. And if you're not, like, you know, my wife nitpicks, but she wants very specific pharmacy jobs, and she can do that since I have a gig, but there's always a crappy pharmacist job. I mean, crappy, but they still pay just fine.
Right.
I don't know, the job is what you make it, so sometimes. Of course, working in like a pharmacy in the hood kind of sucks.
Yep.
You get paid combat pay. I am getting paid combat pay right now, actually, or a hazard pay right now.
Tell you from experience, really interesting evenings when people stumble into your Walgreens bleeding with no shoes on because they got stabbed out in the road. And
oh God.
And I had a stupid manager with me that day that was like, don't give him anything, don't touch him, don't. I'm like, I'm giving him some like
really
Band-Aids and paper towel to at least like stop
give
to,
him
like
anything, are
I'm
you
not
kidding me?
administering anything to him. Like she's all freaking out that like we weren't legally allowed to do anything. I'm like, I don't care if someone was like, if he was just stabbed in the hand, so it wasn't like major bad. Like
The manager said that
yeah,
there.
was like not letting me do anything. I was like, nah, I'm giving him stuff. Like yeah,
That's
'cause I was like,
crazy.
I don't know what
That's like
what you're smoking, but I was like, I'm gonna give him stuff. Like, and I don't care if he was like stabbed in the abdomen or something. Like, I'm going to help in any way I can until something gets there.
see the like if you're a pharmacist, like Walgreens will have pharmacists out. Maybe the pharmacy wasn't open. I don't know, but
The pharmacy
if you're a
was
pharmacist,
open, but
okay. See, maybe they weren't there for that situation, or weren't.
it was
know,
third
made it in
shift,
the
so
back,
like
or-
he was the only one in the pharmacy. So I don't even know if he even was aware of
Yeah.
the situation until probably after it happened. It was just, and then the only other people in the
There's
store
been
was me and
situations-
the manager, and she was like from the Netherlands or something like that. Like she.
There's been situations where like people have come into pharmacies having allergic reactions or something, and a pharmacist just grabbed an EpiPen and administered it right there, and they've gotten like fired from Walgreens and stuff for doing that.
Yeah, that's
you
why
know?
I think there's probably, like.
And the Walgreens has gotten in trouble for that because the oath of a pharmacist literally compels you if there's a patient, not even if there's someone in medical jeopardy, and you know how to assist, you have to assist. Like you're actually legally required to attempt to aid in the situation.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get in trouble for helping someone. Like,
yeah,
like,
you cannot. I mean,
protecting people, like the Good Samaritan laws, like
it's just like exactly. It's like a Good Samaritan law.
I'm not gonna like. I think it's like I was more afraid like I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't help this guy. Like he's bleeding all over the store.
Who cares? Like no job is important enough to let somebody die so that you don't get fired.
I ran to the back and grabbed.
Like what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Grabbed everything I could, and I was like, I'm giving him something until they come here, like till the paramedics
right.
come. Because he was using his hands to block.
I mean, you could get sued or fired, but like
the attack, so he got like stabbed in the hands a couple times.
That's
instead
nuts.
of getting stabbed. It was over his shoes.
Imagine thinking I'm not gonna help that person because I might lose my job.
Like I said, I quit my job before I.
His job is so unimportant, like in the grand scheme of things. Like,
really
holy cow!
Garden bench.
Let's see, redeem Nook Miles.
What'd you say?
I'm just reading. Oh, okay. Nook shopping. It is so hot in here. Jeez, I have to check the air conditioner. I'll be right back.
That one? I have a gas range too. I don't know if you have one of those. Huh?
My God. It's 74 degrees in the house. No wonder it was hot. Good grief. It's like living in a volcano around here. 74 degrees.
He's whining some 74 in his house. I know. She's over there like, poor baby. It's like 77 in our house right now. What you whining about?
What? Go turn the air conditioner on, you heathens. Good grief. Good Lord.
It's because we opened the windows. We went from like 40-degree weather to a nice like 69 today. So we like opened the windows today. Then it always gets a little. But it was kind of
nice outside, but it was stormy.
So, yeah, so it got muggy and built up the tent.
That's the thing. It's probably actually pretty cold outside right now, but because it's so humid and stuff, inside it's really warm.
So actually, I think we only set
it's like 63 out right now.
Like 75 is as low as we usually set.
Oh my God, dude.
But it's so humid usually in Michigan that it feels good inside because it's so dry, cold air versus like the humidity outside.
Our thermostat is at 68, or 69 is usually what we do. 69, no matter what, heat or cold, is at 69.
69 is about what we do for heat. I think this year we bumped it up a couple. I think we're at 70 this year because we had a rough year last year and we just don't like it cold enough.
We only 69. We're people of culture.
Yeah, when we lived in our apartment, we didn't have to pay for gas, so we had it 75 all the time. We had to see just wear shorts in our house in the winter.
Well, I wear shorts in the house anyway. We'll go. I mean, I don't want to say too much for the stream, but sometimes we just wear nothing in the winter. Basically,
no, we had it like super comfortable. Like it was like real. I mean, because we couldn't get the bedroom that the kids would sleep in to be warm. It was like this weird distance away, and like the smallest like heat pipe was going to that second bedroom. So we had to have it at 75 just so that room wasn't like ice cold, so that the kids could actually like sleep. And then we were fine. Like, I mean, we loved it. You know, t-shirt and shorts in the winter, and it was totally fine. People come over and they'd be like sweating bullets. Like, yeah, it's so hot. And it's like, well, take a sweatshirt off. Like,
Spinosaurus is a very large carnivorous dinosaur, roughly the size of a T-Rex. Unlike its more famous cousin, however, Spinosaurus seems to have spent a great deal of time in water. Similar to modern crocodiles, this creature lived on a diet of fish and land-dwelling animals. Personally, I am simply relieved that it did not seek flying prey.
Iron guard
they have it. Well, you aren't getting eaten.
It's green.
I've been hot all day too because my work was hot yesterday.
Well, that's the worst when
I was sweaty at work. Like, oh,
that's
yes.
The worst time in my life was in the factory. Just because you had to wear jeans. You can't wear anything but jeans because otherwise, you know, you catch fire or something on the machines or, you know, snag stuff, so they wouldn't let you wear anything. You had to have protective, you know, clothing on, so you had to wear jeans. You know, it would either be ice cold because it'd be the winter time, so you always had to have either had to have a hoodie in there in the winter time, which was constantly like I started wearing. It's like a zip up one, so I could either like unzip it or zip it or roll up sleeves, or you know, because you're constantly either too warm or too cold in the wintertime. Summertime, I mean, you could not get cool enough. They actually, so that they wouldn't get in trouble, had to drive around the high-low and like pass out popsicles and stuff, because like there'd be some days.
That's funny.
So it'd be like 114 in there, and that's without the humidity factor in the building. And that's just what the building is reading, not like, you know, if you're working on a station like I was where there's welding going on. I mean, that machine is horrendous. I mean, I could have 5 ginormous fans set up to basically do a cyclone in my area, and I was still like dripping sweat. Like there was nothing you could do. It was just.
Last year, our AC at our lab went out in June. And we did the whole summer without air conditioner in Oklahoma. Yeah. And we just had as many fans going as possible.
Oh, yeah, but it barely helped. It's just nice to at least have airflow. But yeah, it is.
Now, luckily, there's one spot in our lab where our cyclotron's at that it cannot not have air, or everybody will die. And literally, because it will heat up to. Oh, whoops, that's not on. It will heat up to like Nova levels, and then it'll destroy everything. And so it has a blast, like literally a blast chiller for the room. Like I mean, the room is kept at like high 50s at all times. So when you got hot, you just walk in there, right? And oh my god, when it was like, because it would be like 89 in the room, or I don't know what it'd be in the room. It'd be really hot in the actual lab. We'd just walk in there, and oh my god, it'd feel so cold in there. It was beautiful. And then we just eventually got fans sucking all the air out into the lab, so we kind of made it work. But we always we have to wear pajamas to work pretty much, so it's not so bad. Like we wear scrubs, which are basically pajamas, but we do have to wear coats in the lab, which is required. We have to garb up, you know, and gloves a lot, which sucks. And you can't wear when it's cold. In winter, it gets really cold because our heat sucks, and you can't wear excessive clothing underneath, so. You don't get to do like sweaters under your scrubs or anything like that.
Yeah, we did a similar trick when I worked in the back room at Sears. They had, if we got really hot, you know, because we still had to go outside and, you know, put stuff in people's vehicles and stuff. But if you're like just super sweat, like they always had it 10 degrees. It was set to be 10 degrees hotter in the back room than it was on the sales floor, which is so dumb. We would get so upset about it. But occasionally the AC would kick on, so we had a piece of paper taped to one of the vents up at the ceiling, so if it was moving, we knew the AC was on, so we'd get on one of our little lift things, our work assist vehicles, and we'd go up there and stand right in front of the vent for like a minute, just like, you know, let the air go up our shirt or something for a while, just for like get a quick cool off, because otherwise, man, you just dying all day.
Yes. Ugh. It's sad to think about. I don't think our AC is working yet either. Not completely, so I'm just looking forward to June and July roll around. Let's see, suspension. Ooh. Wait. Oh, okay. I'm using this up there somewhere. Where is the other? Oh, this is the other wooden bridge. Ooh, la la. Forgot how nice that is. I don't want the red Zen bridge because that's a very specific vibe that a Zen bridge is going for. The red, like this looks normal. This looks very what's the term? Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks pretty Japanese too, but that looks okay. Not that Japanese is bad, but that's not really the thing I'm going for here. Let's see.
So which one did you have?
The wooden bridge. That's what I'm doing on the south, like at the
you could
mouth
change
of
the
the
color
river.
of the iron on the iron bridge.
Yeah,
so
it'd be
it
kind of
wasn't just
nice.
always like that blue. Like,
Yeah.
Nice if you had a couple color options.
Man, with all the customization that they did in this game, there's still more they could do to make it. It's still so much more. Can never have enough customization options.
Never.
Just goes to show you. Okay, so this is an actual real bridge that's gonna actually go in a real spot that it's supposed to be at. Tarantula. Come here, you hairy spider. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I can't believe I caught that. I like bopped my analog stick as I was getting to it. Okay. Nailed it. Let me imagine it. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Nice. Okay. Alright, Lloyd. Building my bridge. Good evening. I bought your money. Alright, that's good. Thank you. There you are. Donate. Yatta! Tarantula. I wonder how many tarantulas I have. I need a... I'm still saving my bugs for Flick. That's starting to seem slightly less necessary now that I don't really need money. But that's okay. I wonder, I like have not caught fish in eons. Oh, I do have a few fish in here. Yeah, okay, so this would be my 5th tarantula in here. Jesus. I'm starting to get pretty selective about the bugs I'll go out of my way to catch those, so. Like I can't turn my nose from a tarantula yet, but I gotta try. If anything, just for the peace of mind of getting a tarantula out of here.
Yeah, just,
I'm saving society, I think.
So.
Yeah, I'm a hero. Make yourself at home, okay? What's the latest? I'm doing my part for Nature Day. I just finished a tire. I just fished a tire out of the river. Now I'm wondering how a tire. Nah, you don't see any cars on it. Now, how many times are they gonna say that to me? Now I'm very sure that it means something. Sing with the song, Phoebe. Come on, let's go sing. Come on, I'll sing with you. I wish you could make yourself sing with that. Hey, stop it. Sing it. Sing it. There's nothing better than cranking some salsa on my cute music player. My parents used to complain about the noise so much, but they're not here now. Wow. Are you laughing because your parents are dead? Well, her parents died. And she's happy. Well, I guess... I don't know how phoenix babies are born. Are they also born out of their parents' ashes? So I guess it's kind of...
Would that technically make them...
If you think about it. Is a phoenix its own parent?
It's like
that's a good question.
Because jellyfish that just
from its ashes, right? That's probably what it is. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, we gotta learn that one of these days. Let's see. So good old asexual reproduction. Nan, you are starting to becoming a regular DIYer lately. What are you making? A rocking horse? I'm pretty sure I have one of those. Yep. God dang it. I think I'm going to start... Like, I'm keep them in my mule's house, but I might stop making efforts to keep them in alphabetic order because that's keep getting annoying. But then, like, how are you ever going to find one when you want it?
A moose.
A moose?
A goat.
I must send her a book of animals. Like a kid's book of animals. Do you know what a moose looks like? Egbert, I swear to God, if you're thinking about moving, how's stuff doodle duh? Oh no. I said doodle duh again. Okay, I've been trying not to do that. Feels like it's getting old. I like doodle duh. What do you think? Doodle duh? Time to mix it up. Let's see. Can you help me make up a new one? I want one that's me, but a smarter one, cooler version of me. What would he say? I guess he could say cock-a-doodle doo, but
make him like
that seems like a
now boy.
Boy, I said boy. That's it, right, boy? And I say boy. So. How exactly would you like punctuate that? Boy and I say boy. If I just type that, will they know what I mean? Boy, there is no and in it. It's just wait. Boy, I say boy. Boy, I say boy, I say. Let's see if it'll fit. That's when he's trying to say something racist to somebody, though, right?
Or sexist.
I used to like Foghorn. He is funny.
I love it. Like some of them are harmless, like that.
You can't take comedy too seriously.
All
right.
Say, yeah, I got one.
I don't think it's gonna fit.
He would say like, he's about as sharp as a bowling ball. Like just.
I don't think I'm gonna fit that. Boy, I say. That won't. It has to at least be boy. Boy, I say boy. It can't be boy, I say. Like that won't.
Pay attention, boy.
Boy, I say boy. Boy, I say boy. That's like the bare minimum. I can't fit it. That sucks. Can I shrink down something here? Boy. But that'd be weird, right? Like, there's no way to abbreviate boy. Like, boy is as short as it gets. There's no way to abbreviate say. What is there an abbreviation for like a hard A? Not one that I know enough that if I use it, it would. Well, this actually would say technically, I think, but it won't look like it though, so it won't. Fudge.
That kid don't quit talking so much, he'll get his tongue sunburned.
Okay. Let's see. Hang on. Are you just looking up Foghorn sayings? Okay, Foghorn sayings. Boy, I say boy. I said that boy is playing with a full deck. All right. Oh God. Let's see. Let's bury. I said let's. Oh, okay. Boy. Okay. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones. I remember I found it in the quotes. Cal reminds me of the highway between Fort Worth and Dallas. No curves.
That's horrifying.
Now look at here.
I'm sad. Can I just combine, I say?
That's a joke.
It looks weird when you do that, though. Boy, I say.
Yeah, honestly,
It looks so bad, I guess.
A lot of, like...
significant lines.
Have a lot of racist ones. I think he had a lot more sexist ones.
Oh, no way. Yeah, okay, yes, definitely.
A lot of sexist jokes, but that's...
Yeah. Maybe that was the problem people had with him. I don't know. People have random problems with everything. Boy, I say, boy. That looks alright, I guess, but it bothers me.
People had more issues with Speedy Gonzalez than they did.
How do you spell cock-a-doodle-doo?
No.
Oh my god, there's no way that'll fit.
It's a lot longer than you...
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not hyphenating it, that's for sure. Oh my god. Okay, I need 3 more letters. Come on, game. You can fit 1 more letter. I believe in you. Why would they do this to me? Why is it always it's just perfectly 1 letter too few?
I feel like
they could probably increase that limit.
It's true.
This is long. It used to be like 7 or 8 characters. Now it's 10 characters. So they did better. That's for sure. What the rooster says.
Like they don't want you to do it.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Like sentence of just ridiculousness.
What is something else funny that an egg... Well, okay, he's a chicken, but he's also lazy. What you eating? Oh, what's the thing that... what's the thing that guy on Full House used to say? That one kid who would always come in and eat their food. You know who I'm talking about? Who is he? Is anyone eating that? There's no way. It's not gonna fit.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve. There you go. No, I don't think. I want to fit a question mark into it, or I want it my way. Gonna eat that. Come on. I hate this game. Uh-oh. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. So that's not work. I think he would come and say, is anybody eating that?
I think so.
Or something like that? Yeah. Is anybody eating that? Okay, so that's not going to work.
Yeah, I think that's all I'd say. Is anybody eating that?
I mean, I could say eating that, question mark. That would work, I guess. Eating that. But it doesn't have the same effect as you gonna eat that. For some reason, that subtle, that one letter, that one, you gonna. I'll finish that? There's no way I can finish that. Oh, goddamn, I keep exiting out. This is the hardest thing I've had to do in this game so far. Let's see. I think of things, but then they don't fit. By 1 letter. Who's another famous chicken? Holy cow, it's windy in the game. It's so loud. What should...
There was Sheldon and
Jeez. It seems... Cluck, but that's not very fun. What's something funny? Alright, let's just think. He does food and he's lazy. Call me like dumpling, but that seems like a thing a girl would say. The old lady, dumpling. Chicken and dumplings, I mean. Stop yoking around. Oh god. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. And it's gonna suck. Cause I wanna be done with this. Sweet relief.
It's like put people on the spot. I just love it. Just invent a catchphrase. I love it. Invent a catchphrase. Yeah,
okay, let's try that. Eating that. So what do you think? Yeah, it works for me. It's nice. Just go with it. This is the first time I've actually had one of them let me change the catchphrase. Yeah, I told you like this would be an option eventually. This is literally the first time I've been offered that so far. Ain't nothing like having a brand new catchphrase. I can't wait to start saying eating that all the time. Ah, it sucks. Oh well, I tried.
Yeah, I like it.
I tried. I had good ideas. The game just didn't believe in them. What can I say? I can't be blamed for this. Alright, now I'm thoroughly depressed. Let's see. I need to... There's something over here I needed, but I don't remember what it was. I did get all the fossils, okay. I did all the dailies I care about. I did not hit all the rocks. I did break a rock, and the money popped out of it, so...
Not that you need it.
A gown coat. Interesting. Whoops, that's not one. For her?
Huh.
That's kind of nice. Now, what else do I want to do today? I did all the city working I think I wanted to do today. I didn't want to go hog wild with that. Our path is basically done. Well, not really. As far as the ocean level, like up on the mountain that needs some work. Oh, no, it's not done. No, just kidding. Not even close. Because we got the whole path to make for the actual, like, what I'm going to call downtown.
Shop area.
Which is the starting middle area. Yeah, I got to move all the shops. I got to move the museum. I got to move my house. Yeah, there's some stuff to do. So, and the top part is not even close. But, hey, it's the path. I mean, the path looks like this outer ring that's outside of the river there. That's basically done, except there's some like bites taken out of it from certain areas.
What's the house?
And the water's done though. Yeah. The river is done. The lakes and the ponds are probably gonna need some tweaking. Let's finish this path for my brain.
The one over by the bridge.
Yeah. By the bridge, yeah. It's just a little portion of path that we can finish. Of course, the one that Bianca's eats into. Of course, there's flowers here. Man, there's flowers everywhere in this freaking town. I don't think it will let me put the path in here while this fence is here. So I messed up there a little bit. Yeah. Oh. It's weird that it won't let you do that.
It totally, like, actually ropes off.
Yep. You cannot. I should have put the... I thought about canceling it before and doing it, but... Oh, okay. I see. So that stone... Oh, God. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think it'll let you do. That's crazy.
Couldn't get rid of that.
Was that stone staying stone, or are you going up with the wood all the way up here?
This is wood. Yeah, no, that stone there is gonna stay stone, but I gotta figure out a way to make it work better. Yeah. Like, I hate the break in it. Like,
I understand why they do that.
I've got to eventually make. There's got to be a way to make a texture. I think in the end of this, I'm gonna get rid of all the paths.
I think.
And they're gonna become custom paths
eventually.
Start
on some custom things too. That'd be nice just to like.
I think I am too. These are like stand-in path. Like, this is the closest path to what I want. Like, I'm gonna want a different wood and a different stone, and then after that, I'm gonna make one texture that combines them so that they flow into each other.
A couple of different textures. So you can make a main path texture. So I want to make a couple. So I want to make like the main part where so I can lay it down as like a path, and then I want to make another design that could either be like a partial like half grass, half whatever. So I can make a wider part if I wanted to, and then be like that too, where it would just go like a half.
You can display that on the path.
It'll go from wood into stone and then just east.
I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so you can display textures on path. That's something interesting as well.
Apparently you can have on the dirt paths you can have the fossils.
Yes, I have seen that, which kind of sucks. Yeah. Which I was not hoping would be the case. Luckily, I'm not gonna have that many dirt paths. I'm not planning on. Okay, so those will even cover. See, like, but if you use a texture as a path, what happens exactly? Let's find out. Cause
they intermix.
Oh, I don't have that unlocked.
So you can make them so that they flow right into each other.
Like, they don't cut off like the normal paths do. Like, why do they do that? They need to make there a way for you to decide if it cuts off. Like, you should be able to sweep away it, like partially, just like with the curves.
That'd be.
Like, if you want to get rid of the line, if you want it to be a line or not in between them. Like, I want them to run right up to each other.
The idea.
Otherwise, like, otherwise you just basically have to use one path in your whole town.
Problem with like the community center there, like nothing can connect to it. There's so you basically have to have space around it to have flowers or something done. Like, you can't just
like, I mean, if there's something that happens at the community center that they end up needing that area for some reason, it can just temporarily get rid of whatever it needs to. Like, I feel like or permanently get rid of it. My God, like, who gives a crap? Okay, we're gonna take our screenshot in here with these people sleeping. I think it's
time to plugging away at the laptop and.
Take
my just passed out.
Headgear off. Oh, I got a thing. Oh, look, my. Need to wear a flower in my head. It seems like.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember what my one today. Oh, my one today is like plant. Coconut tree.
I have not done mine every day. I think I forgot yesterday. Oh well. Now I can say, if you did it every day, you win.
Yeah.
I wonder how mad people would be.
So mad, I'm sure.
I bet not everybody did that. I'd be surprised.
I'm just doing it for taking advantage of.
They will not look over. Well, there you go. No, your eyes are closed, you idiot. Thank you. He closed his eyes for the picture.
So nice. Look at you. It's funny.
Yeah, the whistle did nothing to him like that.
No, we're busy. We're above picture.
I can't wear this because it's... God dang it, dude. Just put the whole pot on your head, you idiot. Jeez. Yeah, I'll pick a tulip.
Put the whole... Yeah, just...
Wear the tulip.
Put the whole pot.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'll keep the flower on my head. Almost matches the doctor's outfit.
I just hate when they make you do things like that. That it just like made you take a flower off your thing.
Yep. I do. Making me destroy the environment for Earth Day.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it had me go around and make a crown out of flowers. So I had to go pick a bunch of flowers. I'm like, that's not how flowers work. Like, they don't just rebud the same year.
That's the point of Earth Day. I'm not sure.
Pull them too early, and guess what? Didn't happen. They didn't seed. They didn't do their thing.
Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, yes. I was going to try custom paths out. Like, I assume that the villagers maybe it plays into your town rating. Like maybe you need to have a certain amount of paths. Like maybe just laying textures down your town doesn't make people very happy.
Could be.
Okay. Here's this as a
But doing it
path.
as a custom design path.
Dude, it just lays it as a texture. It's literally just laying the design down. Okay, I get why it's an option. So you can lay it down faster. That's why.
Oh yeah, so you don't have to like go into it.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah, I mean it's faster, but yeah, it counts as a path. I'm sure. Question is, what's it sound like? Wait, okay, does it on the map look like a path?
That's a good question.
I can't tell. I don't think it did. What the heck? So, okay. The reason you have a texture path is literally so you can lay it down faster, it sounds like to me. Because I don't think it's showing up as a path at all. Let's see. No, it's not. It's not showing up as a path. So they just sold me a very expensive fake path.
Just so you could lay it down faster.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
I didn't think that was the point, but unfortunately it does seem like it is. I thought that it was gonna like path it in like this, you know, like indent it into the grass. But I'm happy it didn't, because that will allow some of these problems to be solved.
But even if you just make ones to mesh them together, like you could copy the stone and the wood, make like the little half pieces.
Like, can I just, let's see. Can we just put this, what happens if I do this? Absolutely nothing. I wonder, you just literally would have to make, if you could make one that linked these.
Yeah.
Like,
well, cause
like all I would have to do is put this down and then
they meet about halfway, so you'd have to make.
Yeah, you'd have to have two.
Like
that
a
have
partial stone.
Different-ish.
Even if it was just right at the edge of
Flipped,
it and
basically.
at the other edge of it, and then the rest of it was clear, like just so it just filled in that tiny little gap.
I don't think you could possibly make a texture that matches that enough to look good, though.
Probably pretty hard.
Because there's graining in it and
bound
stuff.
to make one. They'll either update that eventually as people being upset about it, or someone will end up making a design, I'm sure, that matches.
Just think about how much, like, because you can't make that detailed of textures, you know?
Yeah, it's true. You can't make the same.
You can't make this. Yeah. I mean, it's a subtle grain, but it's there.
It's true.
Right?
It's true.
It's something I'm going to have to mess with soon, but it's going to be a lot of effort. That's sad. I did make a Zelda, or Link, so. Ooh, I just called Link Zelda. I'm old officially. What's that sound? Oh, balloon. Alright, I'm going to quit because this whole path conversation makes me sad every time. What are you going to do? This is blue, so what should this be? It should be like resources or something. Or water. I don't know. Pacifier. That's not what it's supposed to be. What the heck? Alright, ripped off. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm getting out of here. Catch you on the flippity flip. We're going to quit building. Wait, what is this? What's happening? Okay. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later on. I don't have a good one. Bye-bye.
People do have path code.